down. 8 read.
He's checking crap.
Shoot.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
56.
Operating from the gun, O'Brien firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Bravo.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. I got one. 56. Mike, 50.
Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, O'Brien. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
15-yard line. Let's go now. My God. Let's get. Crunch time, defense.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Down. 18 Gator. 18 Gator. 5-4. Run. Showing up.
They'll run. This is Gerald Henderson. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. They can't hang with us.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Switch.
Get it.
A toss to Cook.
Run.
Got some room at the 30. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. A gain there of 21 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
The 38-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
Right there, 56. Man, I got you.
Lead driven.
From the gun, O'Brien. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Set. Ready. 10 Lobo.
Watch the run.
Hey. High 7s. Let's go.
To throw on third down. O'Brien. And that will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing.
The Rams take
Let's go,
over
baby.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
54 Mike. All day, defense, all day. Shoot. Check 99. He's coming. Double up. He's in front quickly. Check 9. Check hot route. Hot.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check. 56.
Hey, echo.
2nd and 6. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. When they come up here now, 1st down. They start the drive with Cook. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, lock it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. O'Brien open here, Adam Thielen. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down, Minnesota.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Bring the mirrors back and go full strength.
On 1st and 10, O'Brien. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the Vikings' 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, check. Look at me, zipper. Watch the slants. Watch the slant.
Operating from the gun, O'Brien. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A huge gain of 40 yards on the 3rd down conversion. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
5.
To throw on 2nd down, O'Brien, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Here's Henderson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Second and 5 now. Wilson. And Woods has it complete.
Complete to Robert Woods. Brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Put the flag. Watch the run.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
36,
61, matchbox lights.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
It's our time. It's our time.
Rock it, under crunch. X3, 218, chopper. Let's go.
On 3rd down, O'Brien setting up the screen for Cook. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Hey, Zoo.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Know your job.
Mike, 56. Mike, 56.
All that, Zoo.
Here's the 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Dalvin Cook is running back the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
7 yards to go.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Mike. I got you. I got you.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
From the gun, O'Brien. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Incomplete on the default. Brings up 4th down.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is fielded inside the 5. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
They're going to need some therapy out there.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. And that's complete to Cooks. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Watch the center roll. West. Off.
Now Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken around the 12. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. After the loss, here's 2nd and 12 from the 18.
You're trapped, you're trapped.
Look, squeeze.
Check, 6 guys.
Now.
They run it again with Cook. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Let's get it.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
59. Mike's 59.
Bring it.
Operating from the gun, O'Brien. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 38-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
6 man.
Again, it's Henderson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Wilson. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
To throw again. O'Brien. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Vikings.
This quarterback now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here.
Protein spill. Leo.
From the gun, O'Brien. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Operating from the gun, O'Brien, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. O'Brien. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Hey, Foxtrot.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check, 56. Fine.
From the gun, O'Brien. Hard throw, incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. O'Brien eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
56. Mike's 56. Here we go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Get in the weight room.
Looking to throw. O'Brien. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Tight dog, tight.
They go play action with Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And the return will stop right around the 25. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. The tackle there by John Johnson.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
The Vikings on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Off play action. O'Brien. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And his kick here is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch 54. Here it comes, here it comes.
Wilson. Open man, Higby, the tight end. Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6.
Here we go. Check your hot read. Watch twist.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check.
Lightning. I go. Hut.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Check. Blue draw Corkers.
Check 13.
Clear.
Check 13.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
Now the extra point. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Vikings 23, Rams 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 2nd and inches, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. But now it's 3rd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Pick it up. Slam, slam. What is it? Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll go with a big back, Yeldon.
Here we go, D.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Let's go. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Elijah Lee there to make the stop defensively. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken very short. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
That's right, baby. They don't boom, boom. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. To throw again on second down, Wilson. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
It's been a long day for you.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
They'll try and punch it in with Yeldon. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Going on the ground with Madison. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Here's Madison. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Hard. He's checking.
They'll try the left side. It's Dawson, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Look at me. Door. Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Dawson, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. .21 yards. Well done on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They're in the 4th quarter in Denver. The Raiders, they have taken a late lead over the Broncos. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Here's Wilson to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One last shot for Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Minnesota, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Rams, what else is new? They fall again. That's now 10 straight losses to start the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.